put my life splitter right here. Okay. Yeah, I think I was talking about soundtracks in speedrunning games before I realized I was going the wrong way. What I was trying to say is just that I think a lot of games are popular in speedrunning, also, like, not directly because they have good soundtracks, just because people enjoy speedrunning games with good soundtracks more than they do games without good soundtracks. Or at least, it's certainly the case for a lot of popular speedrunning games that they have good soundtracks. Wow, that was horrible. Luckily, I have to wait for the cycle anyway. Octahedron's dad was a musician before working on it. That's pretty cool, actually. It's interesting that he can be successful, creatively successful in multiple different areas. Music and game design, because they're not similar at all, right? Just because you're a good musician, or a good composer, maybe. Well, I guess it's two different things, musician and composer. But just because you're a good musician doesn't necessarily mean you'd be a good game designer, for example, because even though it's artistic and creative, it's completely different. Also, game design requires some knowledge of programming. But I guess you could use something like... but even something like Unity, you still need to do scripting, right? It won't be like game engine programming, but still programming. There we go. I buffered the flip. And it worked. Oof, that's a lot of messages. Oh, it's actually only 4. The game's running 4 times. Yeah, yeah. But that's also because of a similar reason, right? If you're a single person working on a game, it's unlikely that you're going to be both talented at game design and music, right? There are obviously exceptions, but that's the exception, right? Not the rule. Game Maker has its own programming language. Yeah, I haven't used Game Maker actually. I'm generally I've used Unity, but I haven't made anything like sophisticated. I'm more the type of person who'd want to do everything himself. Right, I'd want to make my own engine, which is like kind of way ambitious, but I don't like using other people's stuff, I guess. But it's not, I'm not going to be making games anytime soon, so that was good. Most engines are similar. Like Unreal Engine also is scripting. I mean, basically, there's no way to make a complex game. Like, I mean, you could make some really simple games without needing to program, really. But as soon as you want to do things that aren't built-in functions in a game engine, you're going to have to do programming of your own. Albeit not necessarily very complex. And you won't have to worry about performance if you're using something like Unity or Unreal Engine. Nice. Great, now I'm nervous. Fuck. Stupid. I hate being on good pace. Makes me nervous. You can do with a lot with a level editor. Yeah, that's something else as well, is that just like programming and game design are, again, very different things. I mean, for game design, or level design at least, it's just because you can program doesn't mean you can design games, right? You can program them, but well, even if being able to program doesn't mean you can make a game engine, for example. But game design is something that I find very interesting. I don't know if I'd be good at it, at designing levels or games. But I can often tell when something is badly designed, I guess. It doesn't mean I can make it well designed, though. But it's something that's very interesting, at least. Whoops. For some reason, I thought there was going to be a cutscene. Alright, I'm going to focus on this run again, because it's actually decent. Nice. It also doesn't help that most technical people really hate dealing with me. I think you hang out with the wrong technical people. I don't know. I mean, I understand it can be frustrating to help people who don't know as much about something as you do, but like there are people out there who are willing to help, right? They just might not be the same people who are, I don't know. Because a lot of people get, or technically competent people get kind of pretentious about it. Because like, how could you not know X, even though it's something that took them like a year to learn, right? Just kind of like, I don't know. Hard to explain the mindset, but I like sympathize with both sides because it can be frustrating to explain something to someone. Let me focus on this actually. Never mind. Oof, I'm way far right now. There we go. Good enough. Not sure how much time the death cost. I was saying it can be frustrating to explain to someone something if they, well, I don't know, whatever. Explaining stuff to people can be frustrating sometimes, that's all. Hey, Zitrop. How are you doing? Don't line clap. Okay. No, whatever. Okay. I'm doing good, actually. I'm feeling good about runs today. You've never gone to school for computer science. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Well, I mean, you don't have to go to school for computer science to know some of the things, right? Like, well, I don't know. You don't have to go to school for computer science to understand programming. You can learn programming on your own. But it's just like there are, in my opinion at least, there's a lot enough tutorials out there that at least for the basics of programming, unless you have very specific questions, I think you can learn a lot just on your own. I'm not saying that you should never ask for help, right? Because there are people out there who are willing to help you learn, but some people aren't willing to help beginners, right? Or they just get a sense of being better than you because you don't know what you're doing yet. Which can be frustrating, right? And I understand that. Hey. Okay. Please, no stupid death on Heaven's Gate. Thank you. Whew. Hey, that should be it. Is it second place? I don't know. I don't know. It is second place. Haha. Big PB, but I still died on Gravitron. Plus, there's 2 seconds to save. Yeah, I think, like, I'm just trying to think where I lost time. I lost 1 second on Lab. I lost 2 seconds in Space Station 2. And I'm not sure how much time the death in Gravitron cost. So, like, 1457 seems doable with, like, all the strats. But 1502 is definitely a good time. Oh, thanks for the bits, Emmy. That's very kind. This is the best sound, or the best song in this soundtrack. Oh, and I suppose I haven't done Yes Men in Space Station 1. Wait, I got plain sailing that run, didn't I? Okay. So then, yeah, 1457 is hard. Very hard, but it's doable.